guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kay and this is All Things Kay, and I want to thank you so much for joining me on another video. Well guys, I am going to do a Valentine's Day makeup look, and I love Valentine's Day makeup looks because you could just be so girly with them, and I'm a girly girl. I just love everything girly. This is gonna be a mostly Pat McGrath makeup look. I can only use products that she has in her collection that I own. So some of the products are not gonna be Pat McGrath, but I'm gonna, you know, use a lot of Pat McGrath stuff. I have a couple things that I have not used on camera. Some of them I haven't used at all that I wanna incorporate in this look. So for the palette, I am going to go into the holiday palette. I love the look of this palette. I've done, I think, one look for Instagram that I've posted using this, and this is just a beautiful palette. I know people were kind of upset because it's like pinky, rosy, mauve-y, which I love. And then she has some pops of colors. Like this shade here is like a coppery orange shade. It's more orange. And then she has like the teal, the green, she has this lilac color. And my favorite color in this palette is this shade here called Noir Moon. It is my favorite shade. I love a deep smoky look, and I think that's the look that I did on my Instagram. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, please head on over there and follow your girl. For products that I haven't tried yet, I haven't tried this blush by Pat McGrath. This is in Nude Venus. I want to see if it even shows up on my complexion. This is what it looks like. It's a neutral blush. And then I have not tried her holiday highlighter. This is the Sublime Skin Highlighter, and it is in Lunar Nude. This is that pretty highlighter that I don't even want to swatch. This is what it looks like. It is a beautiful highlighter. Look at that. For complexion, I do own two of this expensive foundation. I have Medium Deep 23, which works for me in the summertime. This one I think is a yellow undertone, but currently right now it's a tad, just a tad too dark. And then I have Medium Deep 21, which is a neutral olive. Oh shoot, nearly dropped it. This bottle's heavy. Which is a neutral olive undertone. So I mix the two of these together and I get my complexion. The reason why I don't have 22 is because it's a red undertone, and I don't think that that would work for me. This is not my favorite foundation. This creases in my lines like crazy, so I have to set this, really set it down. It's not, just because I love Pat McGrath doesn't mean I love everything in her line. But yeah, I have those. I love her concealer. That's what I use to carve out my brows, and also use as a base, as a primer for my eyelids. So I just use the concealer and set it down with some powder. Let's jump in and get started, and let's see what we come up with. Stay tuned and keep watching.
Saturday night, you were the guy with your friends at the doorway, pretending that you had the time of your life. Had we met before?
so far and I love it. The only thing that I find that is missing for me is I want my lid to twinkle a little, because you know your girl loves the shimmer and the shine. But I do love this palette. This palette is amazing. I just wish she comes out with a holiday palette next year that has at least one of her special shades. I'm going to incorporate another Pat McGrath palette. I'm going to go into Sublime. Is this Sublime? Yes, Mothership 2 Sublime. And I'm going to use Astral Ghost Orchid, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to dab it over just to give it a little bit of shine. And then I'm going to use Extreme Black from the same Mothership 2. And just deepen up the outer V a bit. So let's do that. Do you guys see the difference with the astral shade over top? I hope the camera's picking that up, because this is beautiful and this is without the astral shade. I just love it. This is so sparkly and beautiful. Love me my astral shades, they're my favorite. So this is the look so far with lashes on. I'm wearing the Kiss number 11 lashes, and this is the look. I did use a little bit of the Extreme Black to deepen up the outer V. So let's move on to the rest of the face.
Had we met before, instant chemistry, was so glad you came. Had we met before, laugh innocently, but it didn't feel like thunder or lightning, but something struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight and fire.
Because I want to do the blush and the highlighter on camera with you guys, but I did do my lower lash line. All I did was use the Pat McGrath PermaGel Ultra Glide eye pencil in Black Coffee in the lower waterline, and I brought it out a little bit on the lash line. Then I went into two colors from the palette, which was this shade here, which is Nocturne. And then I buffed it out with this shade here, which is Saturn Sunset. On the inner corner here, I used the shade right here, which is called Galactic Gold, this one there. Now I want to go into blush, which I'm going to use the Nude Venus blush, and we're going to see if it shows up on my skin tone. So let me get a brush. I'm going to use the Refer number 4, this angled brush here. And let's see, so that's how much is on there. Let's see what happened. Oh, so that shows up. Can you guys see that? And it's not too ashy. I don't think it's ashy on my complexion. So Nude Venus is considered a peachy pink with golden pearls. So I do see a little bit of shimmer or sheen, not shimmer, sheen And I think it looks really nice on my skin tone, I hope. Let me try and build it up, because I can see it in the, oh, that's a lot. I can see it in the mirror here, but I don't know, you guys see that, there you go. That's me building it up, and I don't think it looks bad on my skin tone. That's it there. A little here on my nose. Now let's jump into the highlighter. And let's see, what brush am I gonna use? I'm using the Sephora Pro Contour Brush. I know it's not a highlighting brush, but that's what we're gonna use. And that is the highlighter. Now it's quite icy on my skin tone. Yeah, that's quite icy on me. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and just press it into the skin. It is more icy than I would like, but it's not bad. I don't hate it. It does show some texture, but all highlighters show texture because I have a lot of texture on my cheekbone there, but I think it looks okay. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. I'm just gonna set my whole face with my Fenty powder foundation and just really pat down this foundation, especially where it likes to crease, forehead lines and around my mouth. And then I use the McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Blurring Under Eye Powder, not under my eyes, oh no, but I use like a fluffy brush and use it as a finishing powder all over my face. And I'm just gonna set my face with this finishing spray and we'll come back and we'll do a lip. And this is what we have so far with everything set down. Now between the blush and the highlighter, I'm getting this glassy look on my cheek and I kind of like it. Now for lips, I'm going to use the MAC Beat pencil and I'm going to use one of my McGrath lipsticks. I think the one that I chose to use is the Divine Romance and it's a matte trance and this is the shade here. I think it will go nicely kind of monochromatic with this eye look, so let's get that on. This is the look so far, so I'm gonna go off camera, you know the drill, get dressed, fix this hair, and then we'll come back for the final look and wrap up this video.
First sight of fire, burning bright, but now I know what it was like coming home.
This is the final Valentine's Day look. What do you guys think? I love it. It is girly, it's fun, it's flirty, a little sexy, and I'm feeling myself. Like, I just knew that there's something about McGrath eyeshadows that always makes me feel fun, put together, elegant, and this palette did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. So I knew that this palette, I would love to create a girly look. There's something about McGrath eyeshadows that when I wear them, I'm always happy with my look, and I can't stop looking at my eyes. And this palette right here is everything. I love it. It makes me happy. I love the variety of colors in here. The only thing is these two shades, this shade here, which is called Saturn Sunset, and this shade here, which I think is called Electrique, this one here. I'm thinking that's what it is because it's backwards on here, right? So I'm thinking it's Electrique. Those two on my skin tone blended out to be the same color, so I don't think we needed both of those. The only thing that's missing in here is, of course, a special shade, which I love the special shades. Yes, they're glittery and they're sparkly and you have fallout all over your face and blah, blah, blah. But as you can see, my look still came together even with that fallout. I just wiped those off and my eyes are just glittering. Once the light hits it, it's just something about Pat McGrath. Something about Pat McGrath and her special shades. I did incorporate Extreme Black, and this is, Astral Ghost Orchid. That's what's giving the shine when the light hits it. And I love the monochromatic aspect of this look. This lipstick in Divine Romance just pulls this look together. It is a beautiful pink lip, especially for women of color. I love how it looks on my complexion, and I love the formula of this lipstick. Listen, I'm ready to go out and have a glass of wine and just be wine and dined, okay? This foundation, I am not here for. I'm going to try and mix this foundation with some more matte foundations because it is way too dewy. I have to set that down. I have dry skin, but I find that I cannot wear dewy foundations because I have lines. I feel like if you have dry skin and you don't got lines, do all the do. But you see when you got lines, they're like craters that this dewiness just sets down into. She's not about it. So this is definitely gonna be a mixing foundation because as you guys saw, I went in with the concealer, which is a matte concealer, and I tried to put them in the areas where I crease the most around my mouth and my forehead to try and help decrease some of that creasing. I don't think it did much, but it helped a bit. And then I had to go in with like so much powders. I went in with my Fenty powder, which is a matte powder. It sets it down nicely. And then I finished off with the Pat McGrath under eye powder because I cannot wear that under my eyes. I do not like it under my eyes. First of all, I have deep lines under my eyes and I need a really nice setting powder to really set the concealer or else it's gonna crease. That powder by itself is too lightweight. It doesn't set anything. It looks good under the eyes, but it doesn't set anything. And I need my ish to be set. For the blush, I am actually the happiest with this blush. Well, the palette, I'm happy with the palette too. But this blush surprised me. I love how it makes my cheek look glass-like and youthful, and it actually shows up really well on my complexion. It is beautiful. It works beautiful with this eye look because it's there's a little smoke, a little sparkle, and you don't want your cheeks to do too much, so this blush is perfect. I highly recommend it if you're my complexion or lighter. If you're darker than me, I think it will be a nice blush topper because it does have a little bit of that shimmer. And then the highlighter, I gotta use it again. I'm not, you know what, it does give a nice shine now that it's settled in. I gotta use this some more. I cannot, first impression I didn't really love it, but now that I'm looking at my skin and it looks glass-like, and when the light hits it, it's, listen, I don't know. I gotta use this some more. This is so-so. This is so-so because when I first put it on, I wasn't a fan. It looked really ashy on me, but now that it's settled in, I can't say that I hate it. I cannot say I hate it, but it's not my favorite Pat McGrath highlighter at this moment. It's probably my least favorite out of the three. I think this is the third one. Out of the three that I have, this is my least favorite, but it ain't bad. It ain't bad. It's pretty to look at, that's for damn sure. It's quite pretty to look at, but a little icy, a little icy. All right, guys, so this is the final look, and as if you guys can't tell, I am ecstatic about this look. I love it. I feel confident, I feel pretty, I feel girly. And to top off this look, I would pair this with a fun, flirty fragrance. And in my collection, I would have to say that this look would go great with Carolina Herrera. Is Caroline or Carolina? Carolina Herrera, I think is her name. And this is Very Good Girl. I picked this up last year. I love it. It is fun, sexy, flirty, and I think it would pair nicely with this look because that's just how I feel. And I think that's a beautiful feeling to have on Valentine's Day. And Pat McGrath eyeshadows always make me feel fun and sexy and pretty. So I think that will pair well with this look. So I'm also gonna do another Valentine's Day look on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me over there. I am part of the challenge started by Lorraine Johnson Coleman, who wants us to pick a fragrance and create a look around that fragrance. So this is why I had the idea to throw in this fragrance with this look, is because of her. So if you're not following her, follow her on Instagram. I will link the post here so you guys can go and check out that post, just in case you guys want to participate in it. I have two fragrances that I am going between for Valentine's Day. One of them I told you is Very Good Girl, and if you want to see what the next one is, you got to follow me on my Instagram, because I'm going to do a look around that fragrance. But this is a beautiful, fun, flirty, girly Valentine's Day look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to your girl, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified at every single upload. And until next time, bye guys.